Let me ask you, because the two dates kind of coincide, at least from what I'm hearing. You were writing material after your divorce.
Yeah.
So this material, does it have a different mood than what you published before?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it really is. Some of these things have a yeah, without a doubt, and even some of the brand new stuff that the words that I've been writing are yeah, it's just in that place where, I mean, you can't help what's coming out of your brains, and oftentimes, like, my process of writing is different maybe than a lot of other people's, where I'm always on writing words, lines. I keep notes in my phone, and I'll go back and I remember this note, so I'll go back and add on to that piece because it'll fit. You know, you're plugging holes, and then I'll apply music. So yeah, bro. A lot of recent words and material that I've written reflects a lot of this thing, and some of it's blues. It's like a roots kind of blues. Some of it's love. You know, a lot of it's love, and then a lot of it's lost, and then a lot of it's mad. A lot of it's fun.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, it's kind of whatever.
I've always felt like that was a necessary element. It's unfortunate, but I always felt like suffering was a necessary element to kind of conjure up some of the greatest creative works that we've ever seen.
I believe.
I mean, it's a shame, but the cage bird stings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Suffering, and loss and sadness is always I mean, it's one of the heaviest things we can think of, and so it's just fuel for that.
Sure.
It's fuel for it.
So you're sitting on an album's worth, and I'm trying to frame up like what's going to happen next, because in your mind it's just going to come out at your leisure.
Yeah.
If you had to tell anybody what to expect or when or anything, could you put them in that?
Yeah, I could. I would say that
neighborhood.
Yeah, some of it is some of the tunes that I've cut are again are a few of them are some cover tunes that would be like one of them is an old Otis Redding tune that I did that was really cool that I play in my list. It's just, I would say that it's like a retro soul sound, maybe. If you could go back, it's mature sounding. It's like well, I'm older now, and so it is mature sounding, and it sounds to me more. I think it carries. It's just. I think it's deeper. I think it's deeper a little bit than a lot of the other shit that I've thought about. You know, some of it's blues vibe. It's bluesy and retro soul and honest. I really wanted it to be honest. I feel like I'm getting older, so this.
It's kind of reflective.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It's gotta mean more than just.
It sounds like it's fathoms more deep than your
previously.
Yeah, and I think you didn't let yourself off the hook for that easy one.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what? You're gonna pay for it now.
Yeah,
exactly. Deep one, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Now it's like, you know, now it might mean more now than ever.
There could be. Yeah, you never know.
And it's like that's kind of why I'm just kind of like been just kind of, you know, like you say, I hate to say cruise control because you're still burning gas.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I might not have worded that well.
But no,
I didn't
true.
want to discount what you're doing, because
yeah.
obviously you've got your nose to the grindstone. You're meeting and exceeding all of these
cruising,
performance states.
Yeah.
But there have been some other elements in the past that you had to work towards that are missing now, and I wondered how it kind of, you know, it sounds like it puts you more in a comfortable area, you know. And you had made it a point to me last episode to mention that you felt like that was a necessary element. Stepping outside of your comfort zone was a necessary element to be a well-rounded musician.
Yeah, I believe so, man. Yeah. And that's kind of why I'm like, that's why I really am like, that's kind of, that's where I want to go with it. Like, I want to continue. I know in order for me to continue to, like, on my path of go and play music, I always like to grow. I'm always writing words, trying to create a new song, or not even just that, but even like hearing a cover song that I go like, wow, man, I want to learn this song. And so learning the words and what is my thumbprint going to be on that? Or like I'm about to go back into the studio here in a little minute, and there's I have a few friends of mine who have written some cool songs that I want to go cut. I want to go cut their tunes because I mean, it's kind of what all of these. It's what a lot. I mean, if you're trying to put out a bunch of music, it's what Ray Charles did, or what, you know, any of these. You know, even the Stones, you know, they picked up these blues, they picked up some different kind of tunes.
Yeah.
One of their last records they put out was their blues record that was like so killer a few years ago, where they just put their thumbprint on these blues tunes, and it was like, wow. I know that wherever I'm going with the music, that it's going to be roots oriented, it's going to be real, and I want it to be, easy on the ears for people, man. I want people to hear it and go, wow, man, it's in a world of there being a bunch of shit music out there. I want people to listen to this and go, wow, it's chordal, it's musical. It's got a message. It's got, you know, it's hard to stand back. It's hard to stand back from your own material and look at it and ask, does it have the it factor? Does it have it?
Yeah, I find that impossible.
Yeah,
I'm my own worst critic, so I might as well just be dogging myself.
Right.
I can't. Yeah, I'm too involved to be unbiased.
I have to be in a room. You know, that's what I've been doing. I've been going to one of my friend's place and cutting with him, and I have to ask him. I'm like, dude, where are you at? What does this make you feel like?
Yeah.
You know, because I know what it makes me feel like, but I want to know. You know.
These gigs that you go to perform at, do you ever use the crowd then and there as a litmus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll play some tunes on them.
Does it help you? Has it been helping you? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of times, you know, like
to read them, I'm saying though, to get their reaction and say, okay, whether or not it has the it factor, maybe I can read the crowd and see how they feel about it.
Yeah. You know, a lot of times, man, the crowd gets it. A lot of times it just passes them by as something else. So I think it takes a few times, like, you know, to send someone a song and go, man, please listen to this. Please really put an ear on it. Tell me exactly what the fuck you think about it. Don't be afraid to hurt my feelings, because I've heard it. I've heard this song 1,000 more times than you'll ever listen to it. You see, as an artist, and people, that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's like when when you're creating music and you're massaging it to bring it to this It's Best Life, you have heard it 1,000 more fucking times than anyone will ever listen to it.
Yeah.
And so it's like you really over and over and over and over and over again. It becomes, I've kind of got to a place in my life where I kind of, that part of recording, it bums me out a little bit. Because
the repetition is going to make you kind of indifferent.
Yeah, by the time I'm done with it, I feel like I'm kind of done with it.
Yeah,
you know?
I know the feeling, trust me.
And it's still for everybody else to go and listen to it, be fresh on them.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm like, you know, it's like.
I know the feeling.
You know, you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
So it's like,
you
know, but I truly believe though that I would say this, that I really hope that the world and that the people who dig music and the people who pay attention, that the world and the people out there have not heard the best of me yet, which is, I really hope so.
Yeah, because that's a good goal.
You know what I mean?
That's a good general direction.
It is. I always want to give a little fresh breath of air to somebody when it comes to music, you know. And in each moment, I mean, you know, when it comes to live performance too, I feel like, again, I always want to go out and thinking that there's no us and them, there's only we.
Sure.
That I don't talk at an audience. I kind of connect within an audience. I want to bring people in so that they're on my team.
Sure.
You know,
get them involved.
Yeah, keep them kind of digging and listening, and to me, I think that's important because then they also belong to it too. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, we all want to belong to something.
Sure.
You know, and so it's like, yeah.
Tell people where they can find you online, at least, so that they can trail you to your next performances.
So on Facebook, there is the Chris LeBlanc Band. You can like that on Facebook, and then on Instagram, there's Chris LeBlanc Band on Instagram, and then right now I'm rebuilding my website, and it's almost done.
Oh, good.
Which will be chrisleblancband.com.
Okay.
Also, thechrisleblancband.com. We have that domain as well.
Good.
So if you put in thechrisleblancband.com or chrisleblancband.com, you will be able to go find all things, and that'll my website will take you to all streaming places. It'll take you show dates, YouTube channel.
Good. Yeah.
All these things we've been working on. Right now, I'm just really we're trying to connect all the dots.
It's a lot.
And there's a lot of dots. Yeah, you know.
Sure. But I think that once your website is up, that'll definitely be a valuable resource, because it sounds like, and I don't know, but it sounds like you might be releasing some music fairly soon.
Exactly. That's why all of this is going to all kind of coincide.
Sure.
I would imagine here within a month, my website will be up and you'll be able to get connected. Then there'll be some links to merchandise. I'm going to try some new things with merchandise, because through the years I've sold shirts and CDs and blah blah blah. We want to do something with an online store that you can go on and choose the shirt you want, choose the logo you want, and then it goes to my guy. They print it up, and the store mails it directly to.
Cool.
So that'd be kind of cool to. I think for people to be able to choose what they want.
Yeah.
It's all about choices now. So.
Yeah. Cool. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Dave.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
you
much.
so much, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Damn it, subscribe! They'll like you, but you gotta go.